As you guys all know, we switched out of the sprayer and we're in the 7140. We got the rake behind us. We are going to go and start raking rye. Tyler's out mowing, Dad is tedding, and we're all doing our part. And we're getting ready to chop tomorrow. We're gonna get started. We'll probably have 20 acres or so to do tomorrow. And then the rest, well, I shouldn't say the rest, but we'll carry on from there. Looks like we gotta do what we're gonna do before Wednesday is over, because it sounds like Thursday we got rain. So stay tuned, everybody. It's April 15th, and yeah, it's tax day. So for anybody watching who doesn't know what the purpose is of the rake, it throws it into a row. Now, it's doing a pretty poor job right now on this hillside, but I think it's because we're leaning on the hill. But it's scooping it up and throwing it onto a row. And by throwing it onto that row, what you have is a much easier thing to pick up with the chopper when we come through with the forage harvester to chop it. So this has already been spun apart, and it's all tore up. So the top's dry, it's damp underneath, but by doing this, you can see the darker green color coming up. I should pay attention where I'm going. You can see the darker green, that's the dampness on the underside. So it's also helping it to cure by throwing it onto a windrow like this. It just went from really sunny to really dark. And we got a passing shower that's on its way. Tyler's still over that way mowing. Dad's out the road with the tedder. Unless he got back, then he's tedding what Tyler just mowed. And I'm raking this block and the block back in the behind there. We're looking at this rake wheel. I have a bearing, both bearings went out, and the race is still here. So to remove that race, I'll show you a cool little technique. You take the welder, you weld a bead in here, and it'll fall right out. So watch this. Alright, so I did have to hit them a little bit, but they are out of there. So, very gentle persuasion, but I think what it is, my uncle taught me that, I think when you weld on the inside of that race, it expands it, and then as it cools off, it shrinks down and pulls the race in with it. Alright, well, Tyler has the mower broke. It sounds like he got some bale ropes tangled up and it broke the shear stop things on it. So Elise, my wife, is going to come take my spot in the rake. I'm going to go back and help him get it fixed. So I'm going to just close out the video here. So God bless you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome back, everybody. It is April 16th, I think, and we are ready to start chopping rye. So yesterday I was filming, don't know when I'll get that edited, but some of the stuff leading up to it. But the chopper's hopefully in full swing. We didn't fire it up just yet. We're going to find out, but we're heading back to the field. So stay tuned and see what flies apart this year. Well, we've made it about 100 yards so far and nothing's broken yet, so I'm optimistic about how the day will go. It's usually right off the bat we break something, but God willing, we'll get through this. very front and I was blowing it off the back. So I'm just chopping along here and I looked in at the chicken house and realized there was a bin standing and a bin laying over, like a grain bin. I thought, well, that's weird, there wasn't any bin there this morning. And then I made a round, and then the next round, I looked over and the other bin's standing up. They must have set the bins in place, the grain feed bins, in place with their trailer. But we'll have to check that out in a soon video. Looks like we got some new feed bins for the chicken house set up. So I couldn't believe it though, like within an hour they have both bins in place and the truck and trailer is pulling out right now. It's just a really beautiful day outside. Figured I'd get out in between the loads. But yeah, just look at this weather. So we have this much here cut yet. We have a piece on the other side, and then we have this, and then all the rest of it needs either spun or raked, but we're not going to do that.